Hey guys, this is Nathan Beverly, and welcome to Call for Salt. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at some of my videos, um, take a look, like the content, share it, subscribe. I would love it. I'd love to get more content out. Today, I want to talk to you about potential World War III. This is infuriating. There's about 60 days between now 60 plus days between now and when Trump gets inaugurated. And you have the Biden administration crossing a line in the sand with Putin. One of his lines in the sand was, hey, no long range equipment should be supplied. I don't want Ukraine using any of that to get in, to be able to send new long range weapons into our territory in Russia. And that's exactly what Biden just did. He just approved and deployed long range missiles and missile launchers to Zelensky in Ukraine. And Zelensky has attacked Russia, shot and hit targets deep within Russia. So now you have Putin threatening nuclear war. He threatened us before. He threatened this before. He said this was one of his red lines. Biden administration knew exactly what they were getting into, and they did it anyway. And so now we have NATO being threatened, Ukraine being threatened. There's going to be an air attack on Kyiv, and they think there may be atomic weapons or nuclear weapons dropped. This is absolutely infuriating. This is putting the world at risk. It's putting not just the world at risk, but possibly the United States at risk. It is putting millions of lives at risk. And I think it's because they just want to sabotage, and I know this news is getting around, but they want to sabotage the Trump administration. They want to put him possibly into a World War III situation, so that's all he's dealing with in his next term. That is just beyond the pale. That is infuriating, especially when before 2016, what did they say? Trump's unhinged. He's not presidential. We can't trust him with the nuclear codes and all of that. And here we have the Biden administration playing chicken with Ukraine and with us, with our nation, and with NATO, our allies. What in the world, folks? The Democrats are not to be trusted. Their administration, if anything, this should teach us a lesson. They do not have America's best interest at heart. As much as they say they do not. And so we should not tolerate this kind of behavior from the administration. Now, maybe there's not much we can do. Biden's a lame duck presidency, and I don't even know if it's him. Maybe it's his stubbornness, and he wants to do something big before he leaves, and he's not all there. We shouldn't have elected him in the first place, right? We should have seen this kind of stuff coming. He had dementia. The signs were all there before he even ran for office. That being said, he's surrounded by people that, even if he doesn't know what he's doing, they hate Trump. They hate the Biden administration. They hate MAGA. They hate everything he stands for, and they don't care about the people. It's just so rich. It's so ironic that they blame Trump. They said Trump's not to be trusted with this stuff. Trump didn't bring any wars. In fact, he brought more peace than wars. Our enemies respected us. And now if you look at anybody in the military that has any kind of credibility, they're saying our military is depleted. Our Navy is depleted. Our ships have, been left to the side. We're not fixing them fast enough. We're not building new ones fast enough. We got all this woke ideology. Now Trump's coming, the cavalry's coming, right? But we have 60 plus days before that cavalry arrives, and they're going to do whatever they can, I believe, to undermine the Trump administration. That should make all of us, whether you're Republican, Democrat, in between, you got to see that this administration, this party that has so much hatred for Trump and those and his followers, they're unhinged. They don't care about people. They care about their own power. They care about their own revenge. They care about hating Trump. What else do they really stand for? Not much. So, all that being said, here's the good news, guys. We won. We won, guys. Everything they threw at him, God saved his life from assassination attempts. He overcame all the lawfare. He put him into office. And no matter what they try to do, Trump is smart, and he's got a smart team around him, and they're going to do everything they can to fight back. And they are going to be able to stop all the stuff that Kamala Harris administration would have done. First of all that crazy stuff is not going to happen. So we dodged a huge bullet right there. But all the good things that Trump's going to try to do, he can still issue tons of executive orders no matter what's happening, protect our border, build a wall. There's a lot of things he can do. And this time, guess what? He's not able to run for a second term, so he's not going to let anything stop him from doing what, other than the law itself, from doing what needs to be done to protect America. And you know what the best news about this, guys, is? Unlike any other president, unlike any other administration that we've ever seen, we have a fighter in the office, and he has surrounded himself with fighters. It truly is America first. And when I say America first, that's not just a slogan. What does that mean? That means you first. That means our people first. That means our families first. That means your family first. That means us, folks. They care about America. They care about the people. They care about peace and security and safety. It is just down the line. What is so radical about the Trump administration and what they're trying to do? What is so radical about their positions? Trying to stop the LGBT push in schools on our children? Trying to stop abortion up until birth for all 9 months of pregnancy? Trying to stop the illegal immigration and Venezuelan gangs? They're in 16 local areas now. The Venezuelan gangs. Trying to stop the pouring in of drugs and illegal drugs and fentanyl, poisoning our communities. Trying to stop the sex trafficking, trying to save the children that are there. I mean, come on. I don't care who you are. You need to be converted now. You need to be converted. And I think that if you're not converted to the understanding and the belief that, hey, this administration is good and they have America's good at heart. He may be rough around the edges. He may be all of these things that you don't like. But at the end of the day, he cares about America. He cares about his people. And he cares about building a legacy that builds America, brings America back to a much better place, much stronger and more prosperous and more safe place. End of story. He doesn't have some secret hidden agenda. He wants America to thrive. And if you're not converted right now, when you see the Biden administration doing what they're doing and how Trump is like the opposite, vision for this country. If you're not converted yet, just wait. You watch.